2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm watching this and adding commentary as I go. I haven't seen this before, so it's not going to be the world's greatest commentary, but this is just first impressions from watching it as it plays. Okay, I like the start. I like that you started with Targons, obviously. Like, I mean, I've told you before that that's just a good item. I mean, the coin is a good item too, but for all intents and purposes, I just think that Targons is way better because it actually lets Leona fix her one problem, which is that she can't sustain. That lets you heal both people, so it's just fucking amazing. Absolutely fantastic. I see that you started with your E first, and you've talked before about starting with E and Q, and wondering which one is better, and either one can work. It just depends on the situation you're in. Taking E first is perfectly fine. Okay, so Udyr is starting with this little frog thing, the little romp, and yeah, just chilling like that happened. What is happening in this chat? And that AD, you're gonna hit like a truck. Fuck yeah. Okay. Fucking Graves dancing. What a fucking beast.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, yeah, about the item start though. The ward is a good choice. Sometimes, depending on what kind of lane it is, like if it's a super heavy support lane, or poke lane, like Sona and Caitlyn, then sometimes I will take more potions instead of that ward, because early on it's fairly easy to predict when the jungler is going to come in, and that can give you a little more sustain, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking the ward. It's a good choice. I wouldn't have used your E, because it does less damage than an auto attack for that leash, and it just costs you mana. So instead of doing that, I just walk up to it and smack it a couple times. Like, it does the same amount of damage as an auto. It does apply your passive sunlight, but it's really not a big deal. Like, I mean, it didn't really cost you anything to do it, it's just a little extra mana. It's good that you use the charge or the proc automatically, because now you have one charging, so you're just getting more use out of it. Graves is wasting his mana and not last hitting. That is not what he's supposed to do. Also, he has a much longer attack range than Vayne. He needs to be auto-attack harassing her. And Morgana needs to be using her stuff. What the fuck? What? Okay. Let's see. Well, basically, you should be standing back, and but still kind of in front of Graves. You never want to be behind him, because you are the front line, and if someone gets fucked, it should be you. Because your job is to protect him. You've got just a retard on a leash, and your job is just to keep him alive and force feed him the food. Like, you gotta assume he's bad, so if someone's gotta get fucked up, it's gotta be you. So you should be in front of him at all times. But same thing for Morgana. She should be in front of Vayne, and she's really not taking advantage of that. She's ranged. She should be using her shit and auto-attacking you to death. Like, on a Soraka or any ranged support, you should just be constantly auto-attacking whenever you get the chance. When you see someone coming up the last hit, smack the fuck out of them. Morgana isn't doing it. She's being a non-presence in lane. All she's doing is throwing out Qs. Okay, that was good that you went in as soon as you hit that level up power spike. You're much stronger there. That was good. But Graves is not CSing at all. Oh my gosh. That made me cry a little bit on the inside. Okay, it was good that you took E and Q at level 1 and 2. I know you know that, but that just makes you have a shit ton of CC. It applies your passive twice. It's fucking amazing. Leona has massive level 2 power spike. So it's good that you take E and Q first. Now you're tanky as a motherfucker. Now Graves is just having to resort to using his Q to CS. And Graves, okay, you engaged way too close to the tower right there. If Morgana had been any good at all, she could have, like, as soon as she saw you throwing the Q, like, what I would have done is I would have thrown the snare on Vayne, because your E places you on Vayne, and you were under the tower there. So that would have been a first blood on you if Morgana had done any well. So that was actually not a good engage. But Graves is just, like, he's having to resort to using his Q to CS like that. And that's different on someone like Ezreal, whose Q costs 20 mana. It's like a Nasus Q. Okay, fuck you, Malzahar. But on Graves, it costs like a fourth or fifth of your mana just to Q. And it's such a powerful trading tool. Like, Graves can't do shit with his damage comes from his spells. So he needs to be able to use that in a fight, but he's throwing away his shit like nothing. But obviously you saw Malzahar died and Rengar got the assist, so you know that Rengar was near mid. And I wasn't watching where he went, but you should have looked at the map and seen where he was coming from. But obviously you had a ward out, so it wasn't horrible in River just a second ago. Right now, it's just, see, I don't know why Morgana threw her pool there. It's not a fucking just blam instant damage thing. It's damage over time. You put it in the middle of a fight or under someone you snare, but you don't just do it to do the first tick of damage. That's horrible. Okay, Graves just doesn't know how to CS. What the hell? And, okay, yeah, it was obvious that she was in that bush, so he should have been standing on the other side of the minion. That was a good engage on her because you saw that Morgana had no binding. That was a good engage. Graves didn't follow up, but that was still fucking good. Okay, Graves. Holy shit, man. CS. Okay, oh fuck. That's a little painful. No! Okay. Oh gosh. I'm crying, man. Oh shit, okay. Get the big one out. You got it. Woo! Alright, now you're out a little far without having the Tribush warded. It wouldn't normally be a huge deal, but Graves is really low on mana. So it could be pretty easy for Rengar, like, that ward is so close right there. If Rengar just walked around the Tribush, like, he'd probably be able to just get a flash from Graves. It's not guaranteed, but, you know, with Morgana's snare being such a long duration it is, it's very possible for you to get ganked here successfully. It just all depends on how you play it. But assuming you played equally, Morgana beats Leona. Ooh, that was close. I take it this is just a random Graves. Can't see why you'd want to put up with this for multiple games. Look, there you go. You got it, boy. Get that CS. Nope. Oh, you stupid shit. Okay. You can do it. Oh, nice. Okay, help him out a little bit there. He's pretty gold starved. Like, one of the things that I would recommend in the future is if you want me to keep doing these, and I don't know if you do, but if they're any helpful at all, then what I would recommend doing is instead saving a spectator file, like, or a replay file, like get LOL replay, and just email me that file, and then I'll record it as a video with sound over it, because that lets me look around the map and check people's CS and everything. Right now I'm stuck to seeing it from your perspective, which is fine, but it just limits information. Graves, I'm so ashamed of you. I'm so sorry, Chokar. Why do you have to put up with this? You're trying to feed him and he just doesn't want to eat. Holy shit. But you see how their Morgana might as well not be there. He hasn't done shit. If it was me on that Morgana, I would just be constantly auto-attacking. Bam, bam, bam. Non-stop. Because especially if she has Spell Thieves. I can't check that because you haven't looked at her items. Which actually is something you should do every time you get back in lane. Left click their AD carry and their support to see what items they have. And you should also know what items your AD carry has. So if he was retarded and bought fucking boots or a needlessly large rod or fucking an Omega or something, you gotta know. You gotta be on top of that shit. Watching Udyr farm, fucking get that red buff boy. And you gotta know what Vayne has. And you also know that Vayne has an exceptionally weak laning phase. She's the weakest laning phase out of like every AD carry. And Graves has an exceptionally strong laning phase. In engages, you win very hard right now because Graves has the highest burst damage out of any ADC. So if you can get on her, that would be good. Now Morgana is obviously going to pose a problem with that because of the Black Shield, but he's also shown that she's pretty bad and they get pretty far away from each other. So if they get pretty far away from each other again, I would have gone on Vayne. Also notice that Morgana's throwing it. Yeah, that was a good attempt. But notice that also Morgana is very low on mana, so she's not going to be any help anyway in a fight. So right now you guys are just should be able to shit stomp a fight. Oh, Rengar's in, obviously. Yeah, that's pink ward would be good. Okay, that's good that you're trying to save him. Didn't work, obviously. Oh, you're... Yeah, that's... Against someone like Rengar or Evelyn, what you gotta... Like, I normally recommend against putting a ward in that bush that you currently have a ward in, because it gives you vision later than normal, right? Now, especially against Rengar, because if you're a Rengar, then you're going to ult as soon as you get to, like, Dragon. And then you're going to walk in invisible so that you don't get seen by that ward that you did. So that's why he got you. Your ward placement was bad, so that was a mistake. But you have two options. You can either, one, place that ward up by Dragon, which will protect you if that's where he's coming from, and it'll give you Vision of Dragon in case he tries to solo it. Or you could put a pink ward in that bush that you had. Okay, Udyr was face-checking Dragon. Everyone does that. Hero syndrome is what I call it. It's like, let me go in and see if I can steal this by face-checking and fighting 1v4. It's a horrible idea. It usually just throws in a... What the hell, Graves? Are you... What the hell, Morgana? Oh my gosh. Please. Please. Have some self-respect. Okay. Anyway, okay, yeah, I saw you looking to dive that, and she got out of range. That was good on you, though. You could have been able to fuck that girl. She was super low, had no mana. That was a free kill. Shouldn't have been, because she was just dumb and window shopping. She's a stupid fuck. But what are you gonna do? That was good on you to capitalize on that tower dive, though. Or trying to, at least. Okay. Let's see. Now, the main issue here is Graves has no CS, and he's having to resort to using his Q as a CSing tool. Look how low his mana is. He has nothing in a fight. He's got fucking nothing. Also, he used Flash and Heal before, so he doesn't even have any summoner spells to turn the fight. Okay, now see, you're having the same mistake again. You assumed that Rengar came from the Tribush, but it's also possible he invisibled before the Tribush, or before when he got to Dragon. So a pink ward is your best defense. You need to put a pink ward in probably that river bush that you have a ward in right now. And then I would put that green ward up by Dragon. And that's what I would do. And that would just be better ward placement and keep you alive longer. It's the same thing as playing versus an Eve. If you have to assume she's going to come in invisible. Okay, now you probably didn't need to ward that bush you just did, the one that's right next to you. I get what you're going for. You don't want Morgana to sneak up into there, but you would see her coming through that first bush you warded first. That's alright, but, you know, it's just kind of, you could, like, I mean, it's not a big deal. You've got a Sightstone, obviously. That was good, trying to go on Vayne while Morgana was away. That's, lots of people think that, like, oh, I was out warding, that's a good thing, so... Obviously, it's okay to leave my AD carry alone. And it's like, yeah, warding is good, but you don't want to leave your AD carry alone right next to the rest of the people. Okay, good engage in theory, but your HP was very, very low. And if that Vayne wasn't super scared, and neither was that Morgan, see, they panicked, but the map was on their side. They could have killed you and escaped. That was a good ult. It was a really good ult and everything, and your mechanics were good. I just wouldn't have gone in when you were that low. And right now you should go B. Okay, or I guess use potions, but you'll still be super low. And if they're smart, their Vayne is going to be gone already. I can't check that because I can only see from your perspective. Yeah, okay, he got it. Thumbs down, baby. I know what he was trying to say, but it sounded funny. Get it? Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. And I like that you're going B with him. There's nothing you can accomplish alone. Nothing. Because you're not trying to CS. You're not trying to... You're not going to be able to 1v1 them to protect the tower. You're just with him. So that's good. Go B when he goes B. Okay, I like that you're finishing that face in the mountain. It's a good-ass item.
Stay at the vanguard.
No, I don't know. It looks like you're probably going to rush a locket after this because you bought the heart, or I mean the ruby crystal, and that's a really good idea because, but you actually have two options. Two options would be totally viable right now. Frozen Heart would be viable because Vayne is entirely reliant on attack speed. That's her whole thing. Like every third hit, she does % max health bonus true damage. So if you had gone Frozen Heart just to shut down Vayne and Rengar, that would have been a perfectly fine option. But Locket is also a great option because, one, it gives you the shield active, which is just amazing, and two, it protects you from their mid lane Ahri and Morgana, who's going to be a monster in 2 fights. That was a really greedy engage. They were way too far. Even if you landed that, Graves wouldn't have been able to follow up and get killed. It was a good attempt for actually landing the skill shot, but that wasn't a time you wanted to wait for them to get closer. Especially because Morgana probably could have just black shielded them. And they would have been under tower. Like, there's no way to have gotten a kill off of that. Okay, that was good, though. And then Morgana just wasted her ult. And yeah, totally dive it, nice, stay on it, tank that tower. Tank the tower, stay under. Okay, nice. That was good. That was very good. Nice job. Now, like I said, I haven't seen this before, so I don't know how this ends. I don't know if you're just gonna stomp this game and you sent me like a highlight reel. But that was good. Malzahar, I don't really know why you're here when your mid lane is getting fucked and you have delicious CS, but that still is a good tower dive. Alright, now hopefully you kept track of when the dragon happened. Udyr, I did not because I'm just watching the video, but Udyr was there. So when he, like, I mean, I don't think you got vision of it, so you don't have a timer, but dragon respawns in 6 minutes. So whenever you see, or you know that they just took dragon, you should add 6 on the timer in your mind. Don't do that, Graves are out of mana. Please no, no, stop, stop, stop. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, that was not good. That was really, really bad, actually. That was, Graves was entirely out of mana, Ahri was at full health and mana, you were really low, and you didn't know where any of the others were. So that was straight up just a mistake. Not good, but, you know, whatever. It happens. Now, I think dragon's getting close to spawning. I know, I didn't pay attention at the time because I'm stupid, but, yeah, there, it just came up. And we could see on your map that they were grouping for Baron, or Dragon too. So it's free, there's nothing you can do to stop it, and anyone who goes in is retarded to try. Okay, Gnar should get top for free. Take that, you stupid. Okay, he's not pushing hard enough. They teleported back up. Is Gnar winning? Gnar's losing to a Garen? Gnar is like the hardest possible counter to Garen in the game. Holy shit. Stop feeding, please. I hate when people say that. Like, stop feeding, please. Like, what the hell is it gonna do? It's not gonna do anything. It's not like they're trying to feed and they're like, oh, that's it, I should just stop feeding. Well, look, it's just gonna make people go on tilt. Make them feel bad. That's not cool. Alright, I see that. Nice job of not face checking. Malzahar needs to be feeding his ass off on that CS mid lane. He should be getting fat as fuck on the creeps. But he's not. He's just soaking your experience, making the experience worse for everybody. And now he's dead. What a true hero. At least he got me. Oh, and Morgana's not going to go on him. That was a good engage by you, but just to keep him off, like, obviously you couldn't get a kill there. I don't know how Malzahar lived. That Morgana could have just fucked him up. Because he doesn't build any tank. Yeah, and now he's dead to Ahri. Why would he stay after that? What? You dumb shit. Yep, your Malzahar's horrible. So's your Grave. Garen was on a killing spree versus Gnar? Oh my gosh. Please. Okay, nice job finishing that item. What did I see you building that ruby thing before first? It must have been for the next part of the item, or maybe I just didn't see it. But yeah, after this, I would get either a Frozen Spark or a Locket. Either one would be totally fine, it just depends on who you think is more important to stop. Vayne or Morgana. But obviously Frozen Spark's going to be very good against Rankar and Vayne. Rest in peace, Bot Tower. 2015 to 2015. Oh my gosh, Graves, you're so weak. And then they're invading Udyr while he's not paying attention. Watch your map. Holy shit, boy, you had 10 years or more. And he missed the smite too, so he didn't even get that delicious 60 gold. Alright, that was absolutely terrible. Like you saw on the map, I hope that all 3 or 4 of them were walking up through there. They walked directly over your wards. You had good ward coverage of the bot lane. Not so much everywhere else. You seem to have very, very concentrated it in the lane, which is good for laning phase, but at this point, like, when you start spreading them all over the place, the greed on it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, oh, I saw you trying to wait it out, but that was pretty long. And good ult by you. Force feed that Graves is food. Okay, he doesn't want to take it. Papa don't want to eat. Okay, and the hunt goes on even though Ahri's coming in, you don't know where the rest of them are. This is getting a little greedy. Because you have no idea where Rankar is. And the Graves face tanks this one. You go in, good ult by Malzahar, good care by you. And there's no Rankar. And at this point, you should turn and burn on that vein. You're dead anyway. Nope, okay.
Enemy triple kill.
But yeah, that was obvious that that was going to happen, actually, because when you don't see, like,
Kill.
they're always going to try to help each other out, and they were running into the fog of war, so it's like, oh, you can't just assume that the super low health Vayne and Morgana are going to stay alone. Like, you know that Ahri's going to help, and she did, and then, like I said, I knew that Rengar was going to help, and he did, and y'all got fucked because of it. You can't go chasing that far into fog of war. That was really greedy. The mechanics are overall good. Your Leona mechanics are good. You just need to work a little bit on your shot calling there. But it's still definitely showing that you're trying so hard to just make this damn Graves eat his food. And he just, I don't want it, mama. He doesn't want to fucking eat. What a dumbass.
Ever vigilant.
So your play isn't perfect, but it's so far the best on your team. Malzahar's made a couple good plays, but he's in the wrong spots. He should be like eating, like farm is more important than everything. But everyone's like, let's go get kills, and it's like, just take the farm. I like that you're flanking him, and I like, okay, that was a fucking good ass ultimate. I saw you were running in to try and stun him, but at that point he was already dead, and you were just risking chaos in there. That's okay, because the entire kill was sponsored by Leona. This kill was brought to you by Leona. Leona, fucking bitches since 2015.
I must not fall.
And, oh shit, okay, oh, you got a little bit hardcore tunnel vision there, because, oh my god, okay, you got really tunnel vision there, and that flank would have been good, but you could see on your map that your team was not even close to you anymore. They were not on the same page, and now they're fighting a 4v5 or whatever. Or 4v4, I don't know where left is, but they're still there. And get fucked, dear. 3, 2, 1. Nope, okay. Get it, Nar. Fuck yeah, earn your money. Okay, Garen is still hardcore chasing this Udyr for no reason. He's just free food. If they go up, Graves, go up, Nar. Okay, they're gonna let him get away for free, and they're gonna die to him. That's a master strat. That's just fucking amazing. And Nar, what are you doing? You're dead. Except Rengar is hardcore weak. Good engage by you. Rengar. I wish I could check the tabs to see what everybody's score was, but Rengar just did 0 damage. Home guards. Fuck yes.
Chosen of the sun.
Oh yes, they did. That's why they're so fucking good. And even if you don't get hardcore saves like that, which you totally did, you just saved his life. Oh, well, actually, he probably wouldn't have died, but you fed him a kill, which is just as good. So you fed him a kill. These kills brought to you by home guards. But even if you hadn't done that, they let you get to lane faster anyway, so they save you money every time, which is amazing. This is a risky dragon attempt. You don't have any pinks, you haven't scanned it. They obviously know. It's not hard to figure out. You don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to know. But Udyr wants to be in the Big Dig Club. And what is happening with Malzahar over there? What? Okay, and Udyr. Okay, I shouldn't have gotten that. Did you see how it lived with 1 tick of HP? Holy shit. Okay, Graves going hard in that motherfucking paint. Turn on the Ahri. Shoot the Ahri. She's right next to you. Shoot her. There you go. Shoot the Morgana. You're dead. You suck. Okay, Gnar, you should be able to get that. He's such a shit Rengar. You can 2v1. 2v1. Okay, you missed your stun. And you fucked it up. You fucked it up. No, you can get it. When you detransform, you've got hyper. You've got hyper, you dumb shit. Oh, no. He gets a movement speed boost when he turns little, and then he's got all his shit off of cooldown. He could have just ran, hopped, killed 2 niggas. Holy shit, Gnar. You stupid fuck. Okay. I feel bad for you, man. Oh my gosh, that made me mad just watching it. Oh. I was sweating a little bit. That was, whew. Rage coursing through my veins. Okay, take 2. Now, one, that was a horrible Baron attempt, or Dragon attempt, because Udyr failed his smite. He knew everyone knew he was there. That was just, that's so shitty. That's you never want to just have a 50-50 shot at winning a Dragon fight. You want to have it so either one of them is dead, hopefully the jungle, or, you know, they don't even know you're doing it. One of those, or, you know, they're so far away it doesn't matter. But you knew they were right on the other side of the wall, and Udyr was like, I'm gonna do this, even though I'm gonna miss my smite. And it lived with literally 1 tick of HP and died to a Phoenix stance burn. That was just completely random that he got it. Fight under turret? Yes. See, what you're doing right now is you should be defending. But to everyone who's retarded, defending means let's walk around at our wolves and get caught out like a stupid son of a bitch instead of just sitting under my tower. You were right, and he shouldn't have been there. But that's what I'm talking about. That's what's the most aggravating thing when you're trying to split push. And it's like, just defend. And they're like, let me defend at these wolves alone. And it's like, what the fuck, guys? Come on. Yeah, in Graves. Guys. Why? I don't know why they're trying to go in on this right now. None of you should be here. Because it is a 4v5. Now your AP parry is dead. I don't know why y'all are there. Like, even if you saw Udyr running in there like fuck, which you did, you should have just been like, nope, I ain't fucking going in there. You should have just spammed the back ping, because it was a 4v5. That was just not good for any of you in there. And going in on a 4v5 just means you're gonna die too. So that was just a leave him to die if he wants to be retarded situation. Oh, gosh. Garen going hard in the motherfucking face. What the fuck? Okay, good. That cooldown reduction, fucking good. Yeah, I like that you're going for the Frozen Heart, because, like I said, that'll help immensely against Vayne and Rengar specifically. And Vayne is a monster just all the time. It doesn't even matter if she has any items. She just always does damage. Because her W, like I said, it's like every 3rd hit on one target will deal 10% of its max health in true damage. Like, how do you build against that? You can't build health because it'll just do more damage. You can't build armor because it does true damage. The only thing is Frozen Heart at Randuin's. Yeah, stop chasing. Good, yeah. It's a good message, received a little late, and they're chasing right now, and they don't know where the rest are. Morgana's probably fucked, but it still could be extremely unsafe. And this time it's gonna work out, but it doesn't make it a good idea. Lundy is on a rampage. Okay. Now, in this situation, you have a couple things. Like, it's getting very late in the game, or it's getting later in the game, and there are some people on your team that scale very well, and some who don't. Udyr sucks late game. He does okay damage, but especially to towers, he's a pusher like Shyvana. He's not good at team fighting at all. In fact, he's horrible at team fighting, but his pushing is good. Garen is horrible late game though. And, so yeah, like, Vayne is going to be a monster late game, Ahri's going to be a monster late game, so I don't know, you just got to look at, you know, like, who's actually going to be relevant. It's going to be Vayne, Ahri, Malzahar, kind of Graves, but not really. Oh, good engage. Ahri was greedy as shit there. Okay, and Udyr's chasing like a stupid fuck. He got way too close. If someone else had been in that bush, there we go. Yeah, even if he hadn't died right there, that was way too stupid to get close to that bush. But he said sorry. You know what? Whatever. That's good. Rengar saying all ult Mar. Okay, good to know. Okay, don't ult him. You're not going to be able to kill him off that. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. Your ult is mainly for team fights. You don't want to do it just to hit a Garen. Especially because remember that Garen can remove slows with his Q. It doesn't cost him anything. Malzahar, that just earned you a place in the retard Hall of Fame. You deserve some kind of medal made out of like fucking paper mache because you can't hold anything sharp. You'd be dangerous. Oh gosh. Now at this point your inhibitor is fucked. Get out of there. Okay, you're all both gonna die with it. You're gonna go down with your shit. Honorable, but not a good choice. Gnar, don't make the same mistake Leona just did. That was a mistake to stay. You should have just given the inhibitor. Right, that was hero syndrome again. I could be the one to save this inhibitor. Sorry, it doesn't work, especially because you didn't have your ultimate. Your ultimate would have been much better there for an AoE fight. Well, it still wouldn't have won you the battle at all. I'm not saying that. I still would have just backed the fuck off. But, yeah, and now they get Dragon because of that too. So that was really bad, but, you know, it's whatever. It's one more mistake in a string of mistakes that are losing this game. Your whole team is kind of fucking up. And mechanically, you're doing okay, but I would never recommend just, well, not never, but, like, ulting that Garen was really bad. Okay, Graves, you're still fucked. Because Vayne's passive means she runs faster toward people. But the god tier Leona ult. Oh my gosh. Saving bitches. Taking no names. Okay, you shouldn't have gone back. You should have just kept running. Because Garen, like, he's not going to do damage. You should have just kept running. But, still totally 100%. You just fucking died for that Graves. Just saving him. Just pulled his ass out of the fire. Which was good as shit. Dog Swagger coming in. He's got to be the hero. He's the hero this town needs. No, he's not. He's got hero syndrome. That's what I'm talking about. This is fucking Team Siren. They're baiting and outsmarting him. Okay? Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm alt-tabbing really fast because I'm checking to see if this is still recording. It totally is. Okay. So, okay, now I'm getting back to the fight.
The sun always rises.
Okay. And let's see. Going over here, going to check red. But that was a shit ton of face check. If someone had been in that bush you just warded, you both would have been fucked. Graves should not have gone first, and he shouldn't have face checked. Good on you for warding Baron. They totally could be doing that right now. There wouldn't be shit you could do to stop it. Well, sort of. But, yeah, that was really bad. He just face-checked his way over there. And see, now they're like, oh, we should defend. Let's defend in the middle of the lane where we have no advantage and can get engaged on. That's what's going on right now. And then rest in peace Altar because of your positioning. And then rest in peace Graves, there's nothing that can be done. That was a shit ton of burst damage, though. Shit, okay. They should just be... I don't know where the rest of their team went, why they've lost interest. Okay, now they're coming in. This fucking chase, though. Get him. Get him. Graves doesn't know what to do. Holy shit, he was so sadly confused. He was like a lost puppy, man. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? They're in my house. Yeah, he should have just kept running off into the jungle. Maybe he could lose him. But, I mean, even then it was, like, pretty much a lost cause, but... You know, he could at least try for some jukes. He's got a wall jump, so get over that. Okay, and now that's probably game. Yeah, except that Gnar and they're not going to be able to win off this push at least. Or if they do, it's because they're probably going to go get that inhibitor bot. Okay, no one's going to try to stop it. No one's paying attention. Why aren't you guys trying to stop it? Okay, Malzahar, go. All of you go, please. Save yourselves. They're all busy arguing with each other in base. They're just AFK in base? They're AFK in base? What? Well, it's over anyway now, but you had a chance to fight that. Because a couple of them were low. Okay, well, that was a decent game. You didn't... I'm not going to say that